There it is, live o'clock. So before I get into, I suppose, let me get certain things in my peripheral and out of my peripheral. It's just a me thing. I don't like to be able to see myself when I'm live. And by the way, bear with me regarding a sore throat that I have. I don't know if it's because I talk too fucking much or because my job lets fucking sick people go to work. But I wrote a list of comprehensive, just bare bones, simple questions. Simple questions that I think, if answered, could really end this cat and mouse game of what's true, what isn't. And the biggest thing that bothers me, despite, I think that the one thing that should bother all of us the most is that there's a young girl in the back of the vehicle that was discovered, that has not been disputed, and that she was not alive. She is deceased. Somebody's dead. And I'm confident enough to say it's Kiely Rodni. You know, it's ridiculous that I personally feel saying that is so divisive to some people out there that they'll just hate hearing it from me so much that they might even just say, fuck you, unsubscribe, or whatever the case. I am going to follow this, and I can do nothing less than be just who I am and be as skeptical as I find myself. Just as Ryan Upchurch follows his own gut in this crazy case. And, excuse me, I wanted to kind of, I guess while I'm live, talk to just one commenter amongst the many emails, and make sure if you are emailing me, you make the spelling accurate, progressive patriot 44 at gmail.com. Anything you want to share, I will discuss. Somebody's been really, like 12 comments here saying that I'm going to get a copyright strike if I keep doing this. Like, anytime that I am on Ryan Upchurch's side, I get nothing but, oh, you know, you're coming around. And when I'm not, I'll get comments like this, like, you know, be careful. Like, there's one I did where I said, this video is not entertaining. Here's just, you know, I pointed out, while Ryan Upchurch was talking about how people were so angry when they found the body, just like I started saying, he's having a similar reaction to the guy, Suck It TV, whatever the fuck his name is. He's another shady dude that finds himself into the story, right? What is going to become of this laptop that is now in the possession of who? The authorities? I would assume that he didn't keep it for himself. I checked his channel, every nook and cranny possible. Aside from him making clear that he has a lot of plans with his channel, I don't see actual information being put forward. So he has a lot of attention on him. I saw the video of him finding it. I don't know what more to make of that, but I mean, that would have a lot of answers to a lot of the questions that we have out there. It would especially disparage any of the speculation that she is not a real person to some degree. But in regards to like the copyright strikes, if this channel, which this is the small channel, I'm on a larger show outside of this channel, were to ever get copyright stricken or whatever the case, couldn't every single React video get the same treatment? Ryan Upchurch reacts to podcasts all the time, and the whole YouTube community does so. Don't play their music, don't play, you know, art that is protected, and you'll see literally what is copywritten and what's not. I went on Xana May's account, and she's starting to copyright her videos, possibly because she doesn't want her stuff used to harass her. I don't know. So it's not my tale to tell. So before I do I did not see the most recent Creeksquad 3 like case discussion panel last night, but it's enlightening to see. You know, I think they come off better. At least I understand personally better when they're having a conversation as opposed to the quick edited videos that Ryan Upchurch was doing. It's good to see him, you know, talk things through, whatever the case. So my list. Let me see, because I made something special before I read a certain set of these questions, and I want to make sure that I make use of my new device in the corner. All right, so I don't care. Let's let me get my tinfoil hat on, going all out here, okay? So I just would like to get these aspects addressed because I want to understand the consistency. of Ryan Upchurch's theories. What does he still believe to be false or true? And what, is there anywhere where he has admitted his own wrongdoing? I probably said that in two different ways. So this is the common core stuff, and I need my trusty tinfoil hat on for this one, okay? The father and the grandfather are two separate people. Once this was a point of conflict. He made a whole video explaining how they're one and the same. And in Creeksquad discussion 2, they were talking about why did the news say this was the grandpa and vice versa. Right now, the news, the media, coincidences or accidents are not going to go well with this much light shining on them. Any mistake will be developed into a whole new, brand new conspiracy. Where does he stand on that? Because last night he was playing the video of the grandpa and the father in the same place. So I'm curious. The body that was found, okay? What and whose body? I heard them talk about this thing where, imagine if you committed one murder. I can't do this. Imagine if you committed one murder and get away with it, and then you can continually create GoFundMes and become a millionaire. That's a pretty wild claim. That's a wild, See, I'm a fan by God, but I have my own thinking, okay? I have my own brain. I have to be true to myself. I'm not going to lie for the sake of a bunch of people I don't know that like the same guy liking me. It's not going to work that way. I'm going to be true to myself before anything else. You start with being true to yourself, then you can be true to everybody else in the world. But I'm not just for the sake of whatever, grandstanding and being embraced by people. I'm not going to lie to myself. So what happened? What happened with the Zanime and Ickmail connection? I can hear in his voice when he talks about it that he still believes that there's some connection there. Somebody's married to somebody. The Ronnie Jones fella is somebody that is probably related or even married to Zanime. All of this, all of these individuals, I decided I didn't like them the way I was introduced to them. I didn't like her video, kayaking, canoeing, whatever, on the body of water. This is stuff I've gone over 1 billion fucking times already. She didn't hold herself well when being confronted on the American Dream podcast or what have you. That's pretty much a notorious video at this point. And Ickmail, whose videos I've not ever seen for myself, but I did visit the page, and apparently it seems he is pretty focused, hyper-focused, on missing persons cases. He doesn't really address much more than that. The video of him with talking to the Ronnie Jones, there was the pixelation, and that's still really being used against him. I just know I've been out, on the road doing live, and things don't look, all that great. But on the same hand, they have never looked as fucked up as that video that Ickmail said, and it was recorded when Ryan did request that it was live. So I don't know. These little failures, while they may appear minuscule, are huge fuck-ups that could be used and will be used against the person that's trying to clear their name. Which maybe it was a smarter move that Zanime disappeared but is back now with thousands of more subscribers than she had originally. I guess being accused by a celebrity can get somebody a little clout around here. I don't know. So, back to the comprehensive list. The mother of Kiely Rodni. Or Casey, it's hard to keep up. Are we still looking at the mother as being suspect? All of us felt her pain. Ryan Upchurch said himself, he couldn't go to sleep at night because of the sorrow he felt for the mother, who was talking about having her daughter missing. So now it seems, if I fast forward to where they are now, they are looking at the mother as if she is a part of this, as it like the cover-up spans so wide that it's the family, it's the police, it's GoFundMe. So the net has been spread so wide over so many characters that now it's confusing for somebody to try to get to the bottom of it. Or how far does it go? How many people are involved? I'm sorry, excuse me. Gross, I know. That's live for you. The GoFundMe racket. Okay, now while I'm on this subject, I decided to do a little itty bitty bit of research. Here, let me flip the camera just for a smidgen. Okay, I'm not looking at the chat, not for a minute. But Cindy, if you're here, I didn't say hello last night. Hello, Cindy. Much love to you. I love that tradition. So, an overwhelming majority of fundraisers on the site are safe and legitimate. I know that any official reports would be met with scrutiny, okay? So, grain of salt for now. But I did want to find cases in which people were busted. And how much was that? They did eliminate, and they gave a whole year's notice, and it's already been put through. They eliminated the charity wing of their own site. I would assume because they have busted enough people for using GoFundMe for the wrong reasons. Or to get wealthy, or to get some money. For no other reason than just being dishonest little fuckers, gaining sympathy. I remember the case of the mother that showed her daughter to the world and claimed she had cancer, shaved her fucking head, and that's a story that got crazy. And then the daughter ended up murdering the mother at some point down the line. But that was also, the GoFundMe was found out before it got to that, and everybody got their money back. That's one case out of quite a few. So GoFundMe claiming, I trust this just as much as I trust the police investigating themselves and writing a report. So let's see. Let me finish at the very bottom of this big description. There's a no. I'm sorry. Here we go. All right. So here's some examples. Let me go. There's protecting fraudulent fundraisers. 6 times people have been arrested. What I do believe. I remember these guys. I do believe that GoFundMe has grown so wise to people damaging their company name, and for the purposes of nothing more than, maintaining a positive and trustworthy image, they would shut the fuck down any case that is suspect for the sake of their own company. I mean, they make money off of every GoFundMe that successfully goes through without a hitch. They make money too. So any fraudulent claims that gain traction, and the more widespread they get, the more attention there is on each particular one, the worse for the person that starts it if it's fucking fraudulent. So, as I say again, to anybody that was, or is not, I don't know, to anybody that's involved in Kiely Rodni's case and the GoFundMe that is, I hear, over $100,000, you done fucked up. You got to be the stupidest criminals in the world, because the case went so national, almost international, because I guarantee donations have come from across the oceans here. So, and then the idea that it's somebody somewhere committed one murder, and then all you got to do is invent people and keep on making new GoFundMes, because there's never the person to begin. That's where you definitely need to get yourself one of these. I am not trying to throw shade at anybody with their free thinking, open mind, but please think just a bit. I mean, I guess if you can think it up, it's possible, but by God, that would be quite the challenge. So I don't know that I'll ever really be able to, get behind that conspiracy 100%. That's such a risk you're taking. Some of the consequences, you get prison. You get hard pipe and fucking prison. These guys, short and sweet of it. Short throat, sorry. This was a homeless couple that just tried to look like that, but they weren't homeless. And this was in New Jersey, and they made $400,000. He said it was a homeless veteran. It was a nice staged video, and they got, and now they're all in prison. All the money was taken away. Okay, that's one example. There's another one, a radio host moonlighting as a con man. I mean, I just wanted to show within the statistics that there is, specific cases that we can look to where your shit gets fucking caught and you lose all credibility and trust. So yeah, I don't know. The GoFundMe racketeering thing is gonna be problematic for me at best. Sorry, I'm putting everything up there. Let me change this. Get back to my Common Core list. Keep it simple. All right, so here's a big one, and I promise I am not an asshole. If I come off as one, then I just play one on the internet. But the burden of proof, okay? In the scientific method here, the burden of proof would be on that whom makes the claim. Correct? Right or wrong? Are we really at the point in society? And I say that term, society, civilization, loosely, because we're rabid animals. We're mob mentality people, and we travel in packs. And now if you disagree with somebody, you're written off as being on the other team. I hate it. I hate that division. But the burden of proof, as I've always been taught in my years of being in philosophical debates, meetings, and religious debates, so on and so forth, Socrates meetings for 5 years, some of the grandest times I've had. The keg stands and parties was nice too, but, challenging the mind, okay? The burden of proof is on the person that makes the claim. So if you're going to say this is a conspiracy, I would hope that we would look to the person that makes the claim to explain the conspiracy, instead of switching the game and saying now the family has to prove that their beloved daughter was real. That makes me fucking depressed. That makes me really, really fucking sad if that's the case. If there's a whole bunch of, somewhere in the woodwork of 3 million people going to your social media pages saying that, your daughter wasn't real, or that you're doing this for money or something, I mean, I don't know that I'd want to be a part of that society. It's very sad. I hope, and yes, somebody in the comments did say, you've mentioned a funeral. Is there a cat? No, I don't know of any of the funeral organizations or, the casket open. I don't know where that's at. I just have made the example. God forbid somebody that's been following this from the Ryan Upchurch narrative, and this is not to blame Ryan Upchurch. This is an individual that would have to be responsible for their own actions. Goes, God forbid, and does something so fucking stupid at the funeral, and that level of stupid could be so many different actions. Like, I don't know. One could be opening the casket, or just grilling the family members with the camera in their fucking face. Like they haven't been trying to deal with that in their own way. I'll give it, there's been some room for people being, that was a strange move. But if you're under the scrutiny of the public 24/7, something you do is going to look strange, especially when we're looking through the lens of conspiracy. I wrote briefly like Ronnie Jones, but as far as I know, that white dude that called Ryan Upchurch with the details, he said he was a trucker in Truckee. And the white knees, I don't know, that this was the guy named Miro with the social media page, and then you have Ickmail and Ronnie Jones laughing about how they threw Ryan Upchurch off the case by changing the name. I don't know what to say about that. I think what they meant by throwing him off the case was to get Ryan Upchurch's attention or his followers' attention off of their privacy. But again, kind of shady fucking people insert themselves into this case, and here we are. What a cast of characters we have. And now we got SF Investigates, who I learned last night deleted his YouTube channel. And some comments from my last live are that they were hired by the family. They didn't want them near AWP. And there's some weird shade. This one I can't understand. So I do have my tinfoil hat for this one, 100%. Why are they mad at AWP? Apparently, and I have a snippet frozen because I only got to see a bit of it. I'm going to play it live and react to it, where apparently a bunch of people are mad at AWP for doing what they did, which is the best possible thing anybody could have done. Find this poor girl. And they did just that. And I don't understand, the stories I'm hearing that the family's mad, and even that SF Investigates asshole is like, yeah, even I'm a little upset with them. The way they went about notifying. All of y'all can fuck off, all right? AWP does what AWP does. They did their fucking job. Should be fucking kissing their feet, not shitting on them in any which way. And the Suck It TV guy with the fucking laptop, where is he with the information? Where is the laptop now? If it was given to the family or the feds or like a little bit of information to the public, we deserve that much, right? FOIA requests. Is that what it's going to take? We have to make FOIA requests. All right, so let me see. These questions, I think, were just phrased a little bit differently. All right, Ryan Upchurch's response about why is everybody so angry that they found Kiely Rodni's body. And in that same video, though, he is acting super angry at the guy, Suck It TV or whatever, for finding the laptop. And I found that to be a smidge hypocritical. If you don't understand the anger from the people that were, for whatever reason, angry that she was found, my theory, and it's only that, is that the hope of finding her alive was taken away, and that's why people were grieving in a manner at first, which is in stages. They were angry. Fuck, she's dead. Now I'm going to be angry about it. Why, if we were able to get more information about the victim here, why was Ryan Upchurch so angry about finding the laptop? My original speculation, which was not so well received by the community. Please remember, I'm a fan, but I just asked fucking questions. We're allowed to do that, right? Why was he so righteously pissed off? And if there's something to it, though, and Suck It TV over there does get found out for just, being a part of something, making false claims, I think somebody would have been on his ass by now if that was all just bullshit. What is the actual factual theory in totality, bit by bit? Nobody owes me anything in this world, especially not a fucking celebrity with platinum albums and a successful career. All right, but I would love to see some of these questions get answered by the Ryan Upchurch camp to some degree. I would like to see how their theory fits now, given what we know now. I've heard that he's been on this podcast and that podcast talking about, he has acknowledged he was wrong. I've yet to see that on his own personal channel, that he's wrong about anything. I've seen him say, I love to be me, and I've seen him be condescending to people that disagree with him. I think that's pretty divisive, but I get it. He's probably getting a shit ton of hate at the same time, so he may not want to deal gently with the people that are like, you're a fucking crazy man on drugs. I hate that shit too, okay? I hate when whistleblowers come out of the woodwork to try to take down something that's too big to fail, and then they get that treatment like, are you on drugs? Are you feeling okay? Do you need a psychiatric hold to discredit you? Remember, the term conspiracy theory was invented so it would discredit anybody that is looking at an actual conspiracy theory for being crazy. That was a term invented by one of our lovely 3-letter agencies. But I do want to understand very much, just so I better understand the mind that's going through this process here. I guess I'd have to watch every single 8-hour stream of the Creeksquad discussion. But if I can, save that time and just keep doing my full-time work, then please, by all means, let me see the bit-by-bit explanation of how the grandpa and the father are different people but the same people, and how the family's in on it, and how GoFundMe is also profiteering off of one murder somewhere, and now it's all just fake bodies, and that's why he brought up in speculation Casey Anthony's case. Remember, they just found the remains, so now I think, are they saying that you could just start feeding body parts in random places? It's where it gets crazy for me personally, and I need a better understanding. Okay, so I agree with this, though. The lack of pictures of Kiely Rodni has been quite challenging for everybody looking into this case. She was a 16-year-old girl. Okay, in this day and age, it's just kind of freakish and uncommon. I've seen videos of her dancing with the boyfriend. I've seen videos and photos that's enough to prove she was fucking a real human being. But there's a huge missing gap in the puzzle regarding just, I guess, pictures in general. And that has people allowing themselves to become even more skeptical. All right, what is the official cause of death? I had a friend of mine tell me on the other podcast, and he didn't have a receipt. They didn't find water in her lungs, and she was in the back of the vehicle. I couldn't find any evidence of that. Okay, the ineptitude of the law enforcement in that area. 20,000 man hours is what I read. My friend corrected me and said it was only 10,000. No, I read 20, but the ineptitude of that, because it's a smaller county, therefore we're going to excuse all the tax-funded man hours, that went into trying to find her, and then AWP slides on through and finds her in an hour. Okay. but I'd like to know. Official cause of death, please, release to the public. The teeth photos thing. I've run into it more than a couple of times that apparently HD cameras do correct sometimes to make a smile look more natural, even though we saw the opposite of that. Again, via credit to Ryan Upchurch, we saw teeth that were stacked on teeth that looked mighty fucking strange. But there's more than a couple of photographers that have explained to me that that is apparently some kind of natural technological occurrence. Well, I'm no fucking professional, so I don't know what to say. I got two sets of information, and I have not been swayed one or the other way. And, yeah, I already said the law enforcement's failure and incompetence. What's on the laptop? And more eyewitness accounts, but I think about it, those eyewitness accounts, one being Jagger, the boyfriend, she drove drunk. Leave us in peace. That's all I've been able to hear. I hear these names, Sammy, I hear the mother, but I have not done any deep diving to hear other eyewitness testimony. They're all minors, and it's going to be hard to access anything from them. But what about, now I'm going to go back to Ickmail's little fucking Ronnie Jones cousins that says they were at the party giving drugs to minors. Why wouldn't there be a bit more looking into that claim in and of itself? And what, I gotta look into this. This question was for me. What has AWP said about the case entirely? What have they said? Did they see her? I mean, it's decomposed. It'd probably be hard to recognize. And if what we saw was as much as they could see, then there's not much that they could fucking see. But I need to go and look up their video and see everything they said after the fact, after the case. Now, sorry for my Facebook shit. I'm going to react, and I did pause it here. That SF guy, apparently he's MIA. Let me get a little audio, and let me see this for the first time. Make some magic. This mic sucks. Okay, here we go.
That is absolute facts. Mm-hmm. Why is everybody mad now that she's found? Here's the closure, everyone. Oh, man, fuck you. What? Mm-hmm. Why?
That's what I said about your reaction to the laptop, man.
Hugging the motherfuckers if they found my kid. I'm just saying.
They're acting like they don't want closure.
Yeah.
Hey, Nate, check your phone, Bubba.
Okay.
Hey, didn't they say that they went to the gas station and then they seen him again at the truck stop?
Well, somehow he knows where she stopped and got 2 gallons of gas somehow. I don't know how, but he knows. He just told us he did, you know?
Yeah, no. So it's weird because didn't they start searching? Didn't AWP say they were searching that Donner Lake first? For the first couple times they went in the water, they were at Donner Lake.
Yeah.
Donner Lake is pretty close to her house, and if you went to the gas station, you would have to
go
back
fuck me. Hold on.
towards her house to go to the truck stop, which would put them at Donner Lake.
I think I got.
Party was there.
Hold on. Okay, so I did comment on this video, Creeksquad here. Pretty sure I'm being fucking fucked with. Okay, I did want to explain. Remember, I'm a fan. Here's the comment that I said to Ryan Upchurch, and I got a reply, but I don't know what to make of it. Okay, here's what I said 1 hour ago. Your view and tenacity regarding this case has inspired me to start using my channel again. While I started out being 100% in agreement with you, I've since began thinking differently, but regardless, I am thankful. No matter what, you helped me start doing this again, and I thank you. I'd love to be able to chat with you sometime. But of course, I understand how not likely that is. Keep doing you, man. Multi-talented and a deep thinker. Again, we may disagree, but we are equal in passion, and I am grateful to you. So, Telegram me at Ryan Upchurch responded, which I'm taking it as bullshit. I'm going to assume it's bullshit, and I'm probably gonna... I'm looking at the fucking... Oh, this is bullshit. Fuck me. I got live. It says, announcement, you're shortlisted among the lucky winners today. Use the Telegram handle. Fuck off. I'm a fucking asshole. Alright, back to the fucking video. Jesus. Go ahead.
I wonder if they were at a party on Donner Lake, and everything broke out. Something happened to her. They killed this girl. They drove her car to Prosser Creek, and that's where Ronnie Jones comes in. They got a hold of Ronnie Jones, and Ronnie Jones knew about those parties that are supposedly at Prosser Creek for the end of the year senior thing. He's like, look, go dump her car there. We can act like she went to that party. Nobody will ever have any footage, and they can still say they were at a party. They just don't have to say where they were.
Yeah.
I just find it weird that they were searching, AWP was searching Donner Lake, which is pretty far. Not super far, but it's pretty far from where the party was.
It's where the officer said not to look.
Literally right there.
Hey, so my pops, man, he just sent me something. So shout out to my pops, man. He's watching us. He said the airbag sensors will deploy if hit by an object at low speeds, 16 to 28 miles per hour. The
This
windshield
portion is
likely
paused
shattered
where I
from
want it to
pressure
be.
when going into the water.
Yeah, that's true.
Shout out to pops, man.
Shout out to Pops. Old Papa Peristroke.
Yeah, mate.
Do it good.
Hey, yeah. He likes some Cummins though, man. Yeah.
All right, y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Steve, don't you find it weird that Jagger and Kate both are so mad at AWP for finding? Like they found your friend. Why are they so mad about that? That looks guilty to me.
Well, I'm not super thrilled with them either. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'm super grateful they found her. I think that the notification process was bad. I think them throwing the family and other people under the bus on that is.
I haven't heard what goes beyond there. How in the fuck did the people that found your daughter, that you've been begging to be found, how do you get the sensation you were thrown under the fucking bus? What notification process? Who the fuck is SF Investigates? Is he some sort of PI? And I guess watching this very video, I learned that SF Investigates is the one that brought the family over to AWP's attention. But fuck off the notification process. They found your little girl. They found a little fucking girl. So fuck you, SF. And I do not want to have the family in any sort of negative light whatsoever. They're going through grief, loss, but I don't understand any anger towards AWP. Like, AWP in this entire scenario are the only ones that I look at to be 100% fucking untouchable. Just short of possibly not being allowed to discuss some details regarding an open investigation, they are 100% in the right. Anybody that throws shade at AWP here, I just got a salute for you. So I've not heard beyond here. I'd love to hear why he is going to confirm why the people are so impassionately angry at fucking AWP. They did their job, man. Fuck you.
Under the bus. Throwing the family under the bus. That's some weird terminology.
Is I think
See, he gets me sometimes. He gets me.
all could have been done correctly.
When you say
know?
throw under the bus, what do you mean?
Yeah, I didn't see
Well,
them throw anybody under the bus. That's why I'm confused with all that.
Well, because they're saying that the family was notified, and they're saying the family's lying about being notified.
They were notified. I mean, they were notified the way that the contact info that they had.
I'm sorry, but SF Investigates is not an FBI agent, fam. There's no way.
That's
They notified the people.
You might hear that again. Apparently last night in the chat, of which I was in for a spell, it's just they got the slow mode on, and there's over 7,000 people, almost 8,000 people. When by the time I was like, all right, fuck it, I said a few things. But yes, people were like, he's an FBI agent. No, this one, there's no debate, there's no tinfoil hat. This dude ain't no motherfucking agent, okay? Throw that right out your motherfucking head. This is the problem with conspiracies, though. They get so out of control, and everybody becomes in on it at some point. So, there's going to be some conclusions that are completely off base and radical, which is why I'd love to know the step-by-step theory that Ryan Upchurch and Squad and the team has. You know, the father and grandpa being the same, which they've agreed they're not, but they're still talking about how the news accidentally called one of them the other. I want to understand, that's all. We're all seeking the same thing, the understanding and truth.
Well, that they had. And saw him tell the dad, too.
Though. But I told the dad and brought the dad there.
No.
Thanks for telling us that.
I don't believe it. I don't believe that.
I brought him there. Me, the guy who never ever. He's a Fed asset, man. Okay, guys, look, I'm gonna ask my panel. Do you guys think that guy's an FBI agent?
No.
Who, the
No.
SF guy?
Yeah.
Fuck no, dude.
He damn sure
No.
don't act like one.
No.
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 Because you were contacted, correct?
That was you in the
No,
AWP
no.
video?
Yes.
Look, he just said he's the blurred out face
Yes,
in
yes.
AWP's video.
Uh-huh.
Let's run that back so y'all can hear him say it.
I wish you would tell us who the other one was.
Well, Mr. Investigator should tell us, but wait, he deleted his YouTube channel, so I guess we'll never hear from him. Hey, Check It TV. Tell us what your fucking relative, tell us the other relative that was there at the fucking place, homie.
We're notified. I mean, they were
See?
notified.
Okay, but and I also like that Ryan Upchurch, presses the people that do insert themselves into the case, so it's not entirely his fault when the attention goes negative or south. Xana May, Ickmail, Ronnie Jones, fucking Miro, fucking SF over here. Everybody starts running away. Like, don't get involved if you're not prepared for what comes next, and if you got nothing to hide. So this is why I guess I don't like Ickmail, but he's stuck around. He hasn't tried to hide. He hasn't deleted any videos. Xana May edited the video of her on the fucking ocean, apparently. I mean, I didn't see the relevance as strongly as Creeksquad here did, but, and now SF is gone and fucking Suck It TV or whatever. Like, I just need to see more than what I've seen from him to think that he's actually trying to help in a positive way, aside from building up his channel. Because that's all I saw, a video about the guy. It's cheesy, but I say, anybody that has a fucking platform, what they see on the camera and on the screen does not mean fuck all. It's about the people that support the person that's in the chair in front of the camera. So, I didn't like Suck It TV, but I hope to be proven wrong, because if that's her laptop, we have a lot to learn.
The contact info that they had, we seen. They notified the people that they had. And we saw him tell the dad, too. Though.
But I told the dad and brought the dad there.
Because you were contacted, correct?
That was you in the AWP video?
Yes.
Why was your face blurred out?
Because they know I'm gonna tell.
Oh, that was
the
you.
truth.
Your face is blurred out because they know you're gonna tell the truth.
What?
Yeah.
See,
Hey, I'm gonna
weird.
go use the bathroom real quick.
All right.
Yo,
You're good. Hey, you can keep going.
I feel like when I start these videos, I'm on like, team, no, let's kill the conspiracy down just a smidge, entertain things. But then I start seeing more shit as it develops, and I'm like, fuck, Godfather 3 again. They pull me right back in. I'm going to stop doing that joke, I swear.
I wonder, because he said earlier that Check It TV was there roaming around looking and searching when he was there. I wonder if that's who the other face is that was blurred out.
Probably.
I wonder now, because it would make a lot of sense that these two dudes were working together. I feel like the body language from SF Investigates during the AWP interview was like he was defeated because they're picking up what he put down. Like they're finding his gingerbread trail that he was leaving for them not to find. He wanted somebody else to find it, and it wasn't AWP. He didn't want AWP to find it.
Dude, look at our chat. Our chat's not stupid, bro. They're like, dude, this guy's not an FBI agent. An FBI agent wouldn't be on a fucking YouTube channel talking openly about
An open investigation.
Privately when he's a private investigator.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he's stuttering and backtracking.
yeah.
His story's not straight. There's no way he's a fucking private
Hell
investigator.
nah, bro. I ain't got nothing against gay people, but bro, he ain't even straight. I mean,
The
dude,
fuck?
he's so crooked he ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, come on.
Where did
Yes.
Power Stroke go?
I didn't even realize that
Well,
was
if
you
they
that
know
was
you're
blurred
going to tell
out.
the truth, they're not
Oh.
going to
I knew that was him, yeah.
poke it.
Wow. Okay, I'm a little slow now. I didn't realize that was you that was blurred out. Okay.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
feel like
But
I must
also-
have-
That's because he's never said that until now.
Mama Force theory.
If
If we were
to answer
16,
your question,
17. If
Wait,
we were
hold on. Let him answer the question. He didn't answer. Go ahead.
when you said, they.
Oh, and by the way, that mom of 4, there was endless speculation last night that is apparently, I don't think that I believe it. I mean, at first I was like, it sounds like he put it, I don't think, that the conspiracy on that one, see, conspiracy just births another conspiracy, and it's a snake eating its own tail at times. but they kept saying that sounds like Xana May. That sounds like Xana May. Whose real name is Anastasia Manish or something like that. And I saw the fluff piece, American military. She flies to the Ukraine, rescues her family, brings them back, then starts a YouTube channel. Then the first video she makes is her being at Presser or Truckee and going over the fucking body of water to get footage. And it was, a couple days after the fucking Kiely Rodni investigation went so public. So, yeah, things get strange, and I can't always explain things away logically. I can't. I wish I could.
Notified me or whatever.
I don't believe Mom of 4 is Xana May, by the way. That just the accent would be too rough to muffle, in my opinion. But let's see if I change my mind live. Who fucking knows?
Somebody I work with in Tennessee saw it.
Who the fuck does he work with in Tennessee, bro? Give me a name. I'll find out if they're credible. Because I know everybody to find out that. What's their name?
Once I work with DX Mystery, she saw them.
Hey, you hear that, guys? DX Mystery.
Hi, Lori.
All my sleuths in the chat. Can y'all see what DX...
I hate to interrupt briefly, but my analytics shows like 83% of the viewers, they come by, they just watch. Thank you for just that, taking time out of your day. Bless your heart for that. Please, leave a little like or hit the sub button. This is something that I do truly hope grows. I am on a larger channel, but this right here, it'd mean a lot. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, but only because you want to, not because I asked. Now moving on back.
Mystery means, did he say on Facebook? That'd be something y'all can look up and help us out with.
Hey, Church, can you add Power Stroke back in?
Yeah.
He got kicked out.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
I think it all could have been done correctly.
When you say throw under the bus, what do you mean?
Yeah, I didn't see them throw anybody under the bus. That's why I'm confused.
Let him
with
answer.
all that.
Because they're saying that the family was notified, and they're saying the family's lying about being notified.
They were notified. I mean, they were notified the way that the contact info that they had, we seen. They notified the people that they had, and we saw them tell the dad too.
But I told the dad and brought the dad there.
Because you were contacted, correct?
That was you in the
No.
video?
Oh, we're watching this again.
Why was your face blurred out?
Because they know I'm gonna tell.
Oh, that was
the truth.
you.
Yes.
Because they know I'm going to tell the
If
truth.
they're gonna tell the truth. They're not gonna
I knew that was
still
him, yeah.
post
Oh, I
it.
did. Wow. Okay. I'm
Okay.
really slow now. I didn't realize that was you that was blurred out. Okay.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
feel like
Now listen to what he says about Tennessee and this name. I think it's DX Mystery. But look, whatever name he says, I want you guys to see if y'all can find anything.
They work for DX Mystery. Works for they work with the Knoxville Police Department. It's a group for missing children. Like they have a Facebook. DX the Mystery is with Knoxville Police Department, Tennessee, and they just kind of look through a bunch of missing people in the Tennessee area, like Murfreesboro, however you say that, Murfreesboro.
Oh, Murfreesboro, yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like they're just like it's like your local help find kids type of deal.
So the guy telling us to slow down, we're going slow. What are you talking about? I don't know what to tell you.
Also, Mom
no,
of
no,
Four's theory.
That would be a reference to the chat, and it's set on slow. You have to wait like 5 minutes per comment. But that's because there's 8,000 people in there, all trying to say the same thing at once, or very different things, and there's just too much division in that shit. It made me physically fucking ill to see how much people were turning on each other over a case. We all want the same thing, the truth. But why are we going to be at each other's throats because we happen to believe a different facet of the truth? There is only one truth, but this whole, like, you disagree with mine, my philosophy, my opinion, so you're the enemy, makes me sick, makes me sad.
If we were
to answer your
16,
question,
17.
Wait, hold on. Let him answer the question. He didn't answer. Go ahead.
when you said they notified me or whatever, or I don't know, that is not how somebody I work with in Tennessee saw it. An analyst I work with, DX Mystery, she saw it on Facebook, and it had been published like 28 minutes earlier. I got the call from her at 2:48 p.m. Saying,
The Spanish lady?
What's that?
The Spanish lady?
No. The Spanish lady, what do you mean?
No, never mind.
Oh no. So she said,
I didn't get it.
standing right in front of him. She's like, it's on all over Facebook. They found her. I was like, oh my God. And so I had to tell them, and then we went down there, and then so I know everybody's saying, oh, they told her, but that's not how it happened. It had been out for 25, minutes. I don't know how they got the contact people numbers of the one they did, but that's not her like blood relatives, and the relatives.
Excuse me. It ain't her blood relatives. Okay.
Wait, whoa, what?
Well, they had
Wait.
It.
Okay, so I think I caught on to what he's trying to, he made a reaction both in the past and the present right there. Who's not the blood relatives, though? I need to get really certain about the context. I don't want to get lost in the word salad, okay? Who is not the blood relatives of who? Of Kiely Rodni? We talking about the father and the grandfather that were at the scene? I wish he would double back right there in this instant to clarify. The reactions are great, but please, while you have these people there, please take a moment to clarify for everybody following. See, because that's just so open-ended, people are going to start coming up with theories outside of more theories, and we're going to get that much further from whatever the truth is. I'm losing my voice.
I don't know, but that's probably the only contact that they had, because that's what they showed. I mean, they were supposed to probably supposed to reach out and contact the other people. So when did they actually find the car? Because I heard it was 2 hours later.
Well, so I watched their documentary or whatever today, and if you look on their sonar, it has time on there, and some of the time says 12, 11, and then
okay, why is this guy so scared that he's looking at the damn systems in AWP's videos to look at the fucking times? It's obvious they didn't fucking do anything. They're not suspects. What the fuck? Why to create a goddamn story, dude, to keep up with the fucking narrative?
Right. That's what this is, dog. Because when he answers these questions, you could tell he doesn't want to answer them the way he's answering them. He's like forcing himself to say something that he doesn't know. Like he's building up his own story. It's kind of crazy, dude.
It is. And watch, he's about to really get irritated with my ass in a minute.
There's other that says 3:30, so they obviously filmed. Some of that is just acting. They just
look. See, he's pissed. Obviously, some of it's acting. No, them finding everything's real, stupid. What the fuck?
Filmed it after the fact.
You're just mad because you're not seeing what you need to see to fix your damn narrative. Johnny Cashville says, pray for Ryan Upchurch. Tell him to pray for his fucking self. All right, let's go. What, the
maybe they were waiting to, but do you look at it, why don't you look at it like they found it at around noon and they contacted people and they waited for everybody to be informed before they did anything. That makes sense to me that they waited.
Okay.
That's
don't demonize AWP. No reason.
Wasn't that what they were doing?
So they put in the thing. When he's on the phone, it says Lori on the bottom of the screen, Laurie, and I put a statement out that I received from Lori saying she never received a call.
Duplicate people. Once again, what's the whole thing this whole time? Duplicate people. Look. Now he's like, well, there's 2 Loris. I mean, what the hell? Yeah. You got your shit all fucked up, didn't you?
I don't know what to.
I'm confused
that's what
again.
They called the aunt. Now they edited that out. They edited that out, and they're saying, oh, we did that at the request of the family, but they edited it out because the statement came out. So
that's a really small, stupid thing to be fucking pissed about, man. They found the little girl. That's all that matters. What they do with their notification process, I don't know why this dude's got such a hard-on for that little process. It is serving as strange. And I saw a little comment, and I don't like to just read comments randomly because the dude that just said, pray for Ryan Upchurch, probably had good intentions, but sometimes you see it, and while you're in the heat of the moment, you read it and take it out of context. But I seen my own Global News Network, losing the voice, sorry, Lori say, I could make a channel called SF Investigates, doesn't make me credible. Damn fucking right. Anybody could pretty much do anything. Chaos theory. Anything that can't happen, will happen, period. This dude could have just put that there, and he's got contacts. Who knows? But you see, now we're making a whole other conspiracy, and we're getting further away I guess, I assume, from what we need to know, which is why I went to the common core questions, what's up with this, that, and the other, so we could get to a simple fucking conclusion, but now everything is so chaotic. To get to this, we got to go through this, and this. So now it's so elaborate now. It's so complicated. This is all supposed to be about a girl that was found deceased under foul play possibilities. I want the official report on the autopsy. I would like some eyewitness testimony, but they're underage. So I understand open investigation. There's certain protections in place. But this fucking guy, here we go. Another character into the fray. Another Xana May, another Ickmail, another Ronnie Jones, another Maurice or whatever, Morris. Now, SF Investigates, another person who's run away from the internet and then fuck it TV, man, who hasn't done a damn thing with a treasure trove of information. I need to find out today if he gave that laptop to the family, because he said he called the grandpa rushed over, and then Ryan Upchurch was just putting out why... How did he know the grandpa's number anyway? And I don't know, man. The more you look into it, the more questions you get, and the further away from answers you get. So there's never going to be an end to this at this rate. Some official statements need to get put out as soon as possible. And I have a lot of anger for that law enforcement department area that completely screwed the pooch, and all these characters that insert themselves in. It's not even so much Ryan Upchurch's fault to me anymore. It's some of these assholes that jump into the middle of the fucking case and muddy up the water so damn much that you cannot see what's right in front of you. So I am back to confused. Square fucking one. I gotta wear this again and fucking own it, because I have no idea what's going on anymore. Duplicate people, uncle, grandpa, dad, what the fuck in the fuck? And he's mad about the notification process. Shut the fuck up. Unless this man wanted to capitalize completely on the story, the findings, and everything, I don't understand this misplaced anger.
I don't know. I just wish they would say, listen, they did a fantastic thing. They did an amazing thing. She would be a cold case if it was not for Adventures in Purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. But why now the family just feels like now we've got the whole internet
Omnius Van Walshy
turned against us because they think we're ungrateful when that's not the case. They're just like, we never gotten,
I hope, now there were some people in the chat last night of 8,000 that were just sharing different theories and getting banned. That I'm not a champion of, all right? We need discourse. We need to have open dialogue. But there were people in there they're on drugs. You can boot those sons of bitches. But public domain, also his channel, so you do what you want.
To this date, they've never heard from them. And law enforcement never got a call. They learned about it on the internet, on Facebook.
Who is blocked? Then how the fuck did AWP get there, stupid? If they never got a call from nobody, what do you think? They just magically appeared? Did somebody just rubbed a boat 3 times and they popped up?
No, he didn't expect them to show up because the other people at Best Buy were supposed to be distracting them to another area, dude.
Exactly.
I get my green screen today, by the way. Ordering the new mic. Please subscribe. I appreciate the visit.
This dude is an idiot.
All the calls from getting to the law enforcement.
Right.
Listen, I know they have Detective Sonier's phone number. I know they do because they were talking. They were in contact with him before. He gave them the ping location and everything.
What kind of private investigator is going to put real name of somebody out there on YouTube for everybody to go to?
Facts.
Exactly.
And not only that, dude, those investigators, so if he's a private investigator, the detectives are not letting him stand around while they talk to other leads. They're going to do their own investigating, and SF Investigates, the investigator that he claimed he was supposed to do his job, and obviously he didn't do a fucking thing other than listen to these other cops talk about other things.
Yeah. If he's a private investigator that's so connected, why can't he talk or ask people questions, ask the people who, found the caller questions?
Right.
Everything. I don't know why they didn't get home.
Steve,
But they're also
why
saying-
oh, I'm sorry.
But they're also saying that
It's not just me. I think you out there, all right? Are we all collectively, including when this was happening live, we're all kind of captivated by this SF Investigates persona. I'm just watching him thinking something's fucking not right. Looking at his body language and his facial expressions, he very much looks like he does not want to be there. Yet he's there. And I read deep into things too. So for some of the same things that I maybe I don't want to say attack other people for. That is not the term I mean to use, or criticize. I'm guilty of it too, because I sit here and I stare at this fucker, and I'm thinking, where the fuck did he come from, and what did he want to gain out of this, and if he got the family involved and connected them with AWP, of which he's advertising everywhere, and now he's gone. Nothing says guilt more to me, except when fuck man, I'm of two minds here. Okay, 3 million plus people go after one of your accounts, you're going to want to disappear, you're going to want to shrink. I'm a guy that would fight for my fucking reputation, my namesake, truth and integrity, that's all we really have sometimes. I'd stick it out and fight, but, I can't speak for everybody. But this guy, he stinks. He fucking stinks.
The guy that found all the stuff at the bottom couldn't get in touch with the law enforcement either.
He couldn't, but he didn't know any. He didn't know any of those people, and that's why he was trying to get a hold of me, and that's why I called the Detective Son here.
Why couldn't he just call 911?
Why? How can you not get in touch with? How can you not get in touch with law enforcement? What? I couldn't get in touch with law. So of course, the one other go-to is SF Investigate. We all know who that is. No, we didn't. Not until today, at least.
He was very he was calling the non-emergency line, and they were kind of bouncing him around. I told him either I can call Sonier, or I suggested just call 911. Don't be afraid to call 911.
You could scuba dive, but you can't drive to a police station.
What about that? And they did end up, coming out. They weren't going to at first.
Sorry, supposedly the tip line wasn't working, right?
The what?
I'm just trying to get advantage of
what line?
Watch, I'm about to be a smartass, and he knows it. Watch his face when I say this. Somebody who's actually like a PI that was there, because we can ask a bunch of questions.
I probably know less than you.
You know less than me? I'm just a YouTuber, man. I ride four-wheelers and fucking play with cars and stuff. You know less than me? What the fuck? Okay.
And you hope, but
can we look at the timeline again, what we just talked about? So 12 o'clock is when they probably found her, right? And they didn't notify, you didn't know about it until what, almost 3?
2:48.
They probably waited a couple hours before they posted it online, because they probably contacted the family, waited for family to get a hold of law enforcement, all that to happen. They
body
waited
language.
2 hours, it sounds like. I think that's a good amount of time to expect the grade in. I think it was the grade.
Hey, Bill Bradley, exactly, man. We know what he's doing. We're just going through and watching and step for stepping it for people so they can see it for what it is too. If people don't, she's crying right now on her thing. Well, who gives a fuck? Fuck her. Tell her to fucking put her goddamn tears in a cup and drink them. All right, here we go. Zanime.
Oh my
right?
goodness.
It was supposed to probably contact the family. They had to
again with Zanime, all right, I made it clear how I feel about her, that she put herself in a very precarious spot at the scene of the crime, the night of, and after the fact. And, her YouTube channel itself is a testament to how strange her everything is, okay? She was a fluff piece for the Ukraine, made it look, like the conflict was, I guess, a good thing. It was a feel-good story, and then all of a sudden, she goes to YouTube, and then this is the immediate thing she gets on, which was strange. But I am torn between feeling like she was harassed rightfully, or was she harassed out of some misunderstanding, and somebody that served our country was chased off and is now, being the mob mentality is taken over, and everybody's saying you're guilty. I've gone to her page. I've seen the comments. Her page is filled with, you killed Kiely, you did this, that, you're a bitch, you're this, that, and the other. So if we're wrong, if we are all wrong, I feel terrible, man. But we don't know, I don't know, and yes, it was easier for me at first when I was so embedded and invested in wanting to agree with everything that came out in the conspiracy department, to want to jump on her and be like, there's the problem, there's the issue. It's so much more easy to point at something and say that's the problem, that's suspicious or whatever, than it is to confront and ask questions. So I don't know, that's just me being guilty and having issues with my own conscience. I don't want to be angry for the wrong reasons.
Contact number that they had, they did what they were supposed to. They called the contact number, and they gave them 2 hours before they probably posted anything, right? So why is that? I don't understand how that's wrong. That's 2 hours. It sounds like almost.
I like Zav, girl. I like Zav a lot.
You just said the time.
Why are you? If they can show they did that, why are you talking like the person that is hiding stuff now? That's pretty sus. If they can figure it out. Okay.
They had the contact number that they had. They did what they were supposed to. They called the contact number, and they gave them 2 hours before they probably posted anything, right? So why is that? I don't understand how that's wrong. That's 2 hours. It looks.
Does he just have resting bitch
If they can
face?
show they did that.
Well, you just.
That sound like somebody's trying to figure out something to y'all?
Man, all this. Ryan, check your phone, bro.
All right.
This is exhausting.
Yes,
Said the
please
time,
check
so
your
we
phone.
know there was a time
No, no.
between 12 and then 3, right?
Right, but I don't know that. Listen, they haven't produced anybody. If they could get whatever Lori,
What the hell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, dog.
What the hell?
Let us in
We
on
wanted
it.
to know so bad what those bags were when we just figured that shit out, dog. Yo.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Look at what. Which one of y'all found this?
Actually, me and Powerstruck both found it. Somebody sent it to me, and I was looking at it right whenever he sent it to me.
Look what's in Zanime's car, you guys.
What?
A thing to swim around underwater.
That is called
A sea scooter.
a
sea
sea
scooter,
scooter. A sea scooter.
Man.
See, now, I don't know. Does the plot thicken? Am I being taken for a fool? Or does too many fucking strange things happening one after another consecutively to keep on making her look sus as fuck? I'm torn between feeling like somebody may have gotten harassed, God forbid, and I wasn't one of them. That's not my style, but, you know, thinking so ill of somebody and implicating the way that a lot of us have, I was torn, but we keep finding more and more strange things, man, and I am confused, and it's exhausting to be confused because I like getting answers, which is not a popular thing in this year alone, under this administration. Let me not get political. Fuck, so she's again under the sights. She had a fucking scooter. We had everything to show she's there, including video, but we didn't have any proof that she had equipment to go underwater. And now I have only seen it in that little clip, that little square in the top left. She had a fucking underwater scooter. You sent one woman to... I'm trying to access my logical thinking here. Sent one woman to go, what, flip a car, push a car, what was supposed to happen? So, okay, there's still questions that need answering, clearly. But she's back on my fucking, like, you know, the list of people that make no sense to me, that I'm looking at with an eyebrow quirked.
Yo. Hey,
You're gonna need like 3 of them bitches. You're gonna have to duct tape one to her forehead, turn that bitch on, hold the twos to pull her fat ass through the water, huh?
Yep.
That's why it wasn't her using that. It was that check it dude swimming around in the water, dude. That's kind of crazy because,
Yeah.
damn, dog.
Hey guys, my name's Check It TV, and I found some stuff that fucking everyone else should have found. Yeah, fuck you. Shut up. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
They called. I think that would be very helpful if we get a statement from that first.
So now I'm starting to understand Ryan Upchurch, if I'm understanding correctly here, okay? Suck It TV, whatever they're called. If his intention somehow was to gain access to the laptop because they had prior knowledge, and I think I'm seeing that that's why Ryan Upchurch was so angry. He believes he's in on it as well. And it, for all intents and purposes, from what I've seen with my own eyes, that just looks like a guy who is trying to bank off of having a key piece that everybody's very, very curious about, including myself. And in his videos is a whole bunch of talking about himself and his plans, and none of which was really about the victim and the information therein. So yeah, now there's another strange motherfucker that puts themselves inside of this case as if we needed any more confusion. It's frustrating. I can't be the only one that's frustrated with this whole thing, right? We all came here seeking the truth, and the truth is just so elusive, and things are just getting so fucking strange the further down the rabbit hole you go.
Okay, I heard. It's been going around that I think it's the.
Now they changed the name to LORI.
Yeah, Tony's dad's
Yeah.
sister or something. It would be the great.
Right. It's a very distant step
Oh, he's a Russian spy? Well, guess what? You ain't America now, motherfucker. All right, let's go. That's
Here's
weird.
the thing.
They probably
Here's the
trusted
thing.
him.
The volunteer the trailer where all the
Sure picks weird comments to read out of all the people that were really trying to get their shit read. Contact me, contact me.
volunteers checked in and you picked up water and all the maps, right?
Yeah, where Ronnie Jones went and we seen his white legs. Yeah, that place. Okay, cool.
It was right at the entrance of Prosser. The family was living there in a trailer. There was family there 24/7. It's very easy to get their number. Their number.
Okay, well, when that's the case, then why didn't your homeboy who paddleboarded his fat ass out there was like, look, guys, I found a fucking laptop. Why didn't he see this big goddamn place where he can go talk to him? He had to call you, right? He couldn't see. How the fuck did he see some shit at the bottom of the lake when he can't see a big fucking trailer with humongous 5-foot fucking letters that says, here's the number?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It was posted on the side of the trailer. So, I don't know.
Yeah, but they went by the number that they had, because he did explain the difference between Lori and Lori.
How did they get that number? One of them was in Chicago.
Does this name ring a bell to anybody?
Well, who told you that they're in Chicago?
Look at him, watch. Look, do you see that? Watch when I said, because I'm just, at this point, I'm fucking just playing the strings, bro. I'm just trying to make this guy's brain fucking melt, right? Or make him have to make up some shit and think about shit. Look, as soon as I say, hey, is this name me? I said, hey, does this name ring a bell to y'all? He fucking leans forward like, what's the name? What?
Family there 24/7. It's very easy to get their number. Their number was posted on the side of the trailer. So, I don't know.
Yeah, but they went by the number that they had, because he did explain the difference between Lori and Lori.
How did they get that number? One of them was in Chicago.
Does this name ring a bell to anybody? Viridiana Medina.
I haven't heard that one.
Wait, all right.
So he's saying he's like playing like the 3D chess game here, just trying to see reactions. Dude looked like he puckered up for a minute. I don't know. Okay. Thinking out of the box. That's a strategy. Soon, I am I think just out of respect. This is not my content. I'm using fair use here, but very soon I'm gonna have to kill this, but not yet, because I'm just so fucking enamored with this sketchy ass motherfucker and the entire case from day one. But let me remind those of you, please hit like, hit subscribe. This journey has just begun for this channel. I've had it since 2006. I'm going to get a green screen, new mic today. And I'm never going to stop. So thank you for dropping by. I'm going to watch for a few more minutes here. Then I got to get about the day.
No, I don't.
Now watch. I'm gonna cut that conversation completely off, so he keeps thinking about that the whole time, and I'm gonna not elaborate. Okay.
Who is it?
This is where, look, now I'm giving him that to think about while he's trying to think of other shit. Now this is where everything goes fucking south for this guy. Watch.
Um.
I'll tell you later.
Steve, can I ask if the family made any attempt to get a hold of AWP when they got there, when they arrived?
No, because they only knew through social media. Like, first of all, keep in mind, I mean, this is a family that is brand new to this. Like, people like us are around this a lot and have heard these names and
Well, you're definitely around this kind of shit a lot, it sounds like.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
stuff like that. They have no idea. People are trying to get EquiSearch and everything out there. They're hearing all these names. So they don't have any contact with AWP, and they only hear what people are saying online. Like when they're going to be arriving. And they said, I think they changed their timeline to Thursday, but then they broke an axle or something. Then they were coming Friday.
Well, all bullshit, false information.
Nobody knew exactly, when they were going to be there. So
no,
what?
Motherfucker, you didn't know when they were going to be there. That's why your ass trying to find out so bad.
But they were excited. I mean, they were hopeful. They wanted them to help.
They asked, the only conversation I had with them before was they asked me if AWP was legit. That's all they asked.
Okay.
And what did you say? Why did they ask? Wait a minute.
Why
time
you?
out.
Why would they ask you?
Not only that, what they ask them?
Exactly.
The family asked them if they were legit.
Why is or was the family so trustworthy of this guy specifically, who's now tucked his tail between his legs and fled and is in hiding as far as the online world is concerned? So, okay, Xana May Ickmail, Ronnie Jones, SF Investigates, Suck It TV are all in the scope of people with a lot of time, curiosity, and resources. Tread carefully. But if y'all are in on this in some fucking shape or form, hell hath no fury, motherfuckers. I really hope that somehow, some way, some misunderstandings and confusion can be explained. I hope so for y'all's sake. At least a few of those names I hope can absolve themselves. But the more and more we look into these individuals that put themselves in the middle of the fucking case. Ryan Upchurch doesn't go seeking people to look bad. It's like he kind of hands them the rope and they do the rest of the work for him. So I can't put too much negativity at Ryan Upchurch being the natural skeptic he is. I can't. I would like some more explanation into some of the theories regarding the core or the common core questions I ask so I can fully understand the theory he has. But as of right now, it's like not insane to me that he continues to stick with this, because people keep inserting themselves into this and they keep making this thing look even stranger than it once was. So yeah, my tinfoil hat's on the floor. It belongs on my head.
Legit.
First of all, keep in mind, I mean, this is a family that is brand new to this. Like, people like us are around this a lot and have heard these names and stuff like that. They have no idea. You know, people are
exactly Felicia
trying to get EquiSearch and everything out there. They're hearing all these names. You know, so they don't have any contact with AWP, and they only hear what people are saying online. You know, like when they're
is he faking being on the phone during the? I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to play games. Okay, but I understand now why, at least.
Going to be arriving, and they said I think they changed their timeline to Thursday, but then they like broke an axle or something. Then they were coming Friday.
Okay, it just
this guy is really hell bent on. I think he's just SF Investigates was butthurt that AWP didn't let him in on their moves. So yeah, I am fucking curious, and it's not in a good way. But I don't want to use like I feel like a piece of shit for sitting here and using their fucking 3-hour conversation as my own. It's not my own. Under fair use, I've used a snippet here and there. It is compelling conversation, and I just like I left a comment on Ryan Upchurch's video. I thank him for reigniting this, inspiration to do something on my own, and for good or ill, I'm thankful. I wouldn't be on right now, doing what I do outside of my full-time job that slowly sucks my soul out. If it wasn't for him and bringing the attention to the case like he has. Some people hate him for it, some people condemn him for it, and some people go too far with worshiping him, and some people just, rightfully so, are just responding naturally as he uncovers or shares his real-time thoughts. And if we're all going to champion the First Amendment here. We all want the truth. This should unify all of us, not divide us into camps. You don't agree with me, therefore I hate you. That's not the country we were founded upon. So with that, again, I say, please, I have a lot of plans, and I have a lot of cases. I've been studying human trafficking within our own country as of late. Other cases, John Lang, Sandra Bland, it's quite a list, and I intend to do my due diligence. Thank you for visiting. I do hope you decide to stay, subscribe, and if you did like it, please hit the like button. If you didn't, nothing is here. You're not beholden to me. I'm just another man with a voice trying to be heard. But I mean nothing. We all mean nothing without the support of the people that are behind the fucking camera, so to speak. The people in this chair or in front of the camera, we don't mean fuck all if we don't have your support, feedback, and criticisms. So much love to all of you. I thank you. Tonight, I believe I'll be on youtube.com/stuckinthemiddle, the other show that I am on. It's a funny, controversial, vulgar, kind of a humor channel with me and one of my best buds. That's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys and good night. Or good day. It's still daytime.